overviews. The notice of the nominations was received by the Right Honourable Speaker on January 9, 2024, and was subsequently referred to the Appointments Committee. Acting in good faith, the minority fully committed to the process. This commitment stemmed from our desire to ensure that President John Dramani Mahama had the opportunity to shape his government without delay. Nonetheless, we expected that the members and friends of the committee would be given sufficient questioning time to examine every matter in detail. Unfortunately, this was not the case. Members of the committee were not provided with the CVs of the nominees ahead of the vetting. When they were eventually served with the CVs during the vetting, the chairman did not allow for the examination of those CVs as preliminary issues, as had been the practice in the past. The deliberate refusal to provide the CVs of the nominees to committee members in advance, and the refusal to invite questions on the CVs were all calculated attempts to obstruct constructive and effective scrutiny of the nominees. The Honorable Dr. Kesiel Atuba Forson, who appeared as the Finance Minister designate, was evasive, inconsistent, and lacked clarity of thought. Having served as a Deputy Minister of Finance and a ranking member of the Finance Committee, one would have expected his answers to be forthright and to exude concrete solutions. For instance, on the specific matter of whether the government would cater for the first-year tuition fees or academic facility user fees of tertiary students as promised, we found the minister-designate's response highly disappointing. How can a finance minister-designate look into the faces of parents and young Ghanaian students and say that because he's not yet the minister, he cannot answer whether the pledge by President Mahama to pay for their fees will be honored? This is a clear way of telling our tertiary students that the NDC party just deceived them for their votes. When asked about the free senior high school program and whether it will be extended to private schools as indicated in the NDC manifesto, the minister-designate, in a very dismissive manner, asked whether those private schools' right was C. That is the West Africa Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination. First, it was shocking to observe the minister-designate feign ignorance of the fact that there are many private senior high schools that right was C.
Regarding the oral, the Attorney General designate is a law professor. When approved, he is going to be the chief enforcer of our laws. When he appeared before the committee and was asked about the legality of this oral, he justified it. He justified the unconstitutional establishment and putting together of people who go about harassing former government officials. We believe that the establishment of that oral committee violates and flies in the face of our Constitution. And so one would have expected that a law professor in the person of Dr. Ayeni would have condemned it. But rather, he justified it. Now his justification is now putting the work of the police CID, IOCO, and special prosecutor, and constitutionally established bodies out of business. It is concerning, and we want the people of Ghana to know that no serious country will entertain anything such as this. And so if you are a former government official and you're invited by this so-called aura, our advice to you from the minority is to boycott any invitation from the aura team. We are not going to be part of it because we believe that there are constitutionally established bodies that can investigate any so-called misdeeds of the government.